Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, the Premier League, it's absolutely buzzing right now, isn't it? Late August 2025.
Yeah, there's a real electricity in the air.
Definitely. And there's this massive early season clash building this weekend. We're diving deep into Liverpool versus Arsenal.
A huge one.
Huge. And look, it's not just a battle of two giants with perfect records, though that's big enough. What's really got us talking, what's stealing the spotlight, are these fearless teenagers just bursting onto the scene.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Because this game, Sunday, August 31st at Anfield, it's obviously a huge test of title credentials right out of the gate.
Right.
But it's also like such a vivid example of this wider trend we're seeing. This
Yeah.
audacious trust clubs are putting in their youngest players.
Audacious is a good word for it.
So we'll get into the game itself, the tactics, the high stakes, but also why these incredibly young players are making such a, well, seismic impact right now.
And both sitting on 6 points, 2 wins from 2. Somebody's perfect record is gone after Sunday.
Exactly. One perfect record will fall. And yeah, there are some just extraordinary individual stories here that make you rethink things a bit.
Absolutely. And speaking of high stakes, you mentioned Anfield. That place, with its atmosphere, it's set for more than just 90 minutes of football this Sunday.
Oh, definitely. It's always a cauldron.
Yeah.
This feels like a proper collision course, ambition, strategy, and just raw, unfiltered talent.
Yeah. It's more than just 3 points. Even this early, it feels like a statement game, a marker for who really means business this season, the 2025-26 season.
It really is. With both on maximum points, like you said, it's an immediate litmus test, an early indicator of who might sustain a title challenge. And you know who'll be watching closely? Tottenham. They're also on a 100% record after 2 games. They play Bournemouth the day before, on Saturday.
Okay, so that adds another layer, doesn't it? Spurs watching, waiting.
Definitely adds to that early season picture.
And then you've got the managers,
Yeah.
the tactical battle. Arne Slot for Liverpool, Mikel Arteta for Arsenal. Always intense.
A real chess match brewing there.
Slot's Liverpool, they've really impressed going forward, haven't they? The new guy, Hugo Ekitike.
Wow. Yeah. What a start for him.
A revelation. Scored in all 3 games he's played. Community Shield, Bournemouth, Newcastle. Just hit the ground running.
He really has.
What's interesting, though, is Slot maybe seems willing to sit a bit deeper sometimes, defend set pieces more diligently. It feels like a subtle shift, maybe more pragmatic than his predecessor.
That adaptability could be key, couldn't it? Especially against a team like Arsenal. And on their side, under Arteta, they've clearly strengthened the squad.
Yeah, they look strong.
And that aggressive counter-press, we saw it against Leeds, it's just relentless. They suffocate teams high up the pitch.
They really do. And could we see Ebereit Eze, the new signing from Palace?
Possibly, making his debut at Anfield. That would be throwing him in at the deep end, wouldn't it? But his directness, carrying the ball, he could add a different kind of threat.
Okay, but let's get to the really fascinating part, the bit that's got everyone talking. These kids, players still in their teens, making this undeniable impact.
Right, at the very highest level.
Age really is just a number when you've got this kind of ability. Let's start with Arsenal's boy wonder, Max Daumann.
Max Daumann, I mean, the story is just incredible. He makes his Premier League debut at 15 years old.
It's keen.
And 235 days, which makes him the second youngest player ever in the league. And this was just last week, August 23rd.
Still on his summer holidays from school. Steps onto the pitch at the Emirates. Arsenal are hammering Leeds 5-0.
Yeah.
And he comes on, and immediately you see it, this like dazzling footwork, this composure. It just doesn't match his age at all.
It belies his age.
And he wasn't just there for a cameo, was he? He earned that late penalty, the one that sealed the 5-0 win. Just brilliant. From someone who, was probably doing homework a few weeks ago.
It says so much about his talent, obviously, but also the Arsenal Academy system, Hale End.
Right, that conveyor belt.
Exactly. It's produced Saka, Ethan Maneri, who's still the youngest ever, and countless others. They drill not just the skills, but the tactical understanding, that fearlessness. Daumann's technical ability is clear. He's not scared to get on the ball. He reads the game well. That close control. It makes him a nightmare. He wasn't hiding against Leeds. He wanted the ball, drove at them.
And it really feeds into Arteta's whole approach, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Trusting youth, mixing them in with experienced players like Gyökeres. It shows a clear pathway, especially maybe when transfer funds are tighter.
For sure. And now, with Bukayo Saka out, that's a big blow.
Huge blow. Hamstring injury from the Leeds game, out for up to 4 weeks, apparently. Does that mean even more reliance on the young guys like Dowman?
It has to, doesn't it? It really tests their squad depth early on. A blow, yes, but maybe an opportunity for someone else.
Definitely one to watch. Okay, let's switch sides. Over to Merseyside. Liverpool's late hero, Rio Ngumoha.
Another incredible story. Just 4 days shy of his 17th birthday when this happened.
Wow. And talk about dramatic. Comes off the bench, nail-biting game against Newcastle, August 25th, St. James's Park.
Yeah, pressure cooker atmosphere.
And he delivers a last-gasp winner. One of the final kicks, 100th minute, clinical finish. Can you imagine the scenes in the away end?
Incredible. What a welcome to the big time moment. Just shows immense mental strength, not just skill.
Totally.
He came to Liverpool's academy from Chelsea back in 2024. Known for his versatility, his attacking flair, he can play anywhere across that front line, really, or even drop into midfield.
So real flexibility.
Yeah, and that goal against Newcastle, it wasn't a fluke. You hear about him shining in the youth teams, having that knack for finding space, delivering when it matters.
And again, it mirrors the manager's philosophy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Slot trusting youth, just like Arteta.
It does, and it's deep in Liverpool's DNA, too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Gerrard, Trent Alexander-Arnold, the list goes on.
Exactly. Academy graduates making a huge impact. Ngumoha looks like he could be the next one. With Ektiek firing, Szoboszlai creating, Ngumoha showed he can be that X factor in those really tight moments, that unpredictable spark.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. Connect this to the bigger picture. Because, as you said, Dowman and Ngumoha, they're not just isolated feel-good stories, are they?
No, not at all. It feels like it signals a fundamental shift. A systemic thing happening across top clubs.
How so?
Well, teams are turning inwards, looking to their academies much more seriously now, not just for backup players, but for genuine first-team difference makers.
And why now? What's driving that, do you think?
It's a mix of things, I reckon. Financial fair play is definitely part of it.
Right, developing talent is cheaper than buying big names all the time.
Exactly. Academy players are cost-effective, plus they can become huge assets down the line if they succeed or get sold on. It's smart business, really.
Good point.
And then there's the demands of the modern game itself.
What do you mean?
Well, football now requires incredible versatility, top-level athleticism, real tactical intelligence. These qualities are being drilled into academy kids from such a young age.
Ah, so they're almost purpose-built for today's game.
In a way, yeah. They often have that stamina, that tactical awareness for the high press, the quick transitions that managers like Slot and Arteta want. Plus, sometimes that youthful fearlessness, it can be infectious.
Yeah, that nothing-to-lose attitude. And it connects with the fans, too, surely.
Massively. Seeing one of your own come through the ranks and make it big.
Yeah.
There's a special connection there. It builds that club identity.
Definitely.
And look, it's not just Liverpool and Arsenal doing this. You mentioned Spurs earlier. Under Thomas Frank, they've started, well, defensively solid, 2 clean sheets.
Right.
And while maybe their youngsters aren't grabbing headlines quite like Dowman or Ngumoha yet, they are integrating them. Jamie Donnelly, the young midfielder, he's been on the bench, got decent minutes in the cup. It shows it's a broader commitment across the league.
Okay, so beyond the tactics, beyond the trends, what does this all mean for, the people involved, for you, the fan watching, and for these young guys themselves?
Yeah, the human element.
These stories, they're more than just scores, aren't they? You think about Max Dowman, still juggling school, suddenly famous. He's living the dream every kid has, right? Playing in the park, hoping one day.
It's unbelievable pressure, though. Playing Premier League, then back to math class. Wild.
Totally. And then you contrast that with Rio Ngumoha, carrying that weight of being Liverpool's next big academy hope, but showing such cool-headedness under pressure.
That finish against Newcastle, yeah, it wasn't just skill. That was serious mental fortitude. Speaks volumes about the preparation in these top academies now.
And then there are the other pressures, the off-field stuff bubbling away ahead of Sunday, Arsenal dealing with Saka's injury.
Yeah, that's a massive test for their depth, like we said. Does it force Arteta's hand even more with the youngsters?
Could do. And for Liverpool, all this transfer talk around Alexander Isak at Newcastle reports he's gone on strike trying to force a move to Anfield.
Right, these complex subplots, external pressures, they just add another layer of drama, don't they, to an already mouth-watering game. Highlights the constant churn and high stakes.
Exactly. Just makes the whole thing even more compelling. It's not just a match. It's a whole narrative.
Yeah, so just to kind of wrap up our deep dive here, we've got the massive stakes of Liverpool versus Arsenal, both chasing that early advantage, perfect records on the line. We've looked at the incredible immediate impact of these teenagers, Dauman and Ngumamoha, capturing everyone's imagination.
Truly captivating stuff.
And crucially, we've tied their stories into that bigger picture, this fundamental shift towards youth development, driven by finances, tactics, shaping the whole league.
And the key point is, this isn't just about the future of football.
Hmm.
These players are impacting games today.
Right.
Having them on the team sheet, delivering like they are.
Hmm.
It's a huge statement from the clubs. Real belief in talent, no matter the age, using their academy strategically.
Which leaves us with a really interesting thought, doesn't it? As the pressure cooker of modern football just gets hotter, the demands keep growing. Are we seeing, maybe, a new blueprint for success?
How do you mean?
Is this audacious belief in youth, even kids still literally in school, becoming the ultimate competitive edge? Or is this just a fleeting moment? A couple of truly exceptional talents popping up at the same time. A brilliant coincidence that won't necessarily change the game long term.
That's the big question, isn't it?
It's definitely something to think about as you watch the season play out, and certainly as you watch this massive game this weekend.
Absolutely. You really won't want to miss this one. Tune in. Watch how these stories unfold. We'll be right back here to deep dive into whatever the beautiful game throws at us next.